Hey guys, Spanish Heart 18 here, and today I'll be unboxing and reviewing an older figure from Sideshow Collectibles. It's a figure that I've been wanting for quite some time, but due to collecting priorities I haven't picked her up, and she has risen in price in the aftermarket, so I did have to pay almost market value for her, but yeah, the stars have managed to align and I picked her up from a collector on one of the forums. So this is for the Harley Quinn premium format figure from Sideshow Collectibles that was released in 2014. So here's the box art with a beautiful rendition of Harley Quinn as done by Archer. And this image was available in print form, both in its original form and as a variant of last year for SDCC. And as I spin the box, there are really cool coded messages wrapped around the box. And it really shows just how wacky and unhinged and just how obsessive she is over the Joker. And I think the people who made the box art really got Harley Quinn as a character. It just really elevates the presentation of the piece. I think it's one of my favorite box arts that they've done. So just to give a little background info on Harley Quinn, she was originally introduced in Batman the Animated Series in the episode Joker's Favor in 1992. And she was originally based off of Paul Dini's friend, Arlene Sorkin, who eventually came to voice her as well. And yeah, she joined DC proper a year later. And due to her popularity, recently Jim Lee has stated that she's become the fourth pillar of the DC universe, right after the holy trinity of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. And that's a pretty tall statement to make, considering there are other characters such as Flash and Green Lantern. But it just shows just how popular she is and how much people have gravitated to her over the years, in comics and in various media. So with the styrofoam logo in the front, we lift the little flap in front of it, and we have the two portraits. The first portrait is the regular head, which is my favorite portrait of the two. As you can see, looks really cool. It's in really good condition. Sometimes it's just you have to make a leap of faith as far as trusting the seller, trusting that their descriptions are accurate, and yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with this. Looks really good. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I'll go with the exclusive portrait. I think not a lot of collectors were too happy with this as far as maybe the scrunched up face and the nose, but I like it. So much so that I paid extra for the exclusive instead of the regular, but I had to have it. And yeah, it looks really good. I think the collector really took care of his piece, and yeah, I'm really thankful for that. So next, I'm gonna lift up the box to reveal the body, the mallet with the hands, and the base. So this is the base. It's pretty light. It fits in the palm of my hand, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. I really do like it. It's similar to the Joker in design as far as like the floorboards and the drama masks around with the comedy and tragedy theme. And this is a bit underneath of the base, so I have 1701 out of 1750. And I think the regular was, I think the edition size was 3500. So they made quite a lot of her, but I mean, she's really popular, that so much so that she sold out. Yeah, so really cool. Next up is the hands with the mallet, and I like it. I mean, I love just the intricate kind of like great wood grain And then I love the wear around the edges. It just shows just how much she's used it. And I've seen like other customs with like blood, and I think Robin's domino mask. So those are really cool. And I love the really the cute little feminine pinky jutting up. And it's attached by magnets, which is really cool as well. So I'll set that aside. And then we have the body. So I'll just carefully lift this up. And here's the body. I'm just doing a quick examination of it. Looks like there are no snags. And well, she looks really great. It looks really tight on her and form-fitting. And yeah, there's no dust buildup, or at least not too much. There are the decals here. Yeah, it looks great. Looks like in great condition. And yeah, I think there's like a zipper. I'm not sure if this I think it's part of the design. So yeah, looks really good. So I'm just gonna set her up, and I'm really excited. So here we start off with the base. And it really does look like a simple design, yet it's really classy and tasteful. I love how worn the floorboards are. You can see the pock marks, and you can almost feel this jutting of one part of the board. So that's a really cool attention to detail to that. And yeah, it's a really nice complement to the Joker base. And the condition of the floorboards is almost rotting. You can almost hear the creakiness of the boards. So I think it's a really cool touch. And going down to the side, you can see the card symbols all around, along with the drama masks of the tragedy and comedy motif that they have running around. And it's a really cool tie back to Harley Quinn. And I love the almost copper-like finish to it. And one big pro for me is like the lack of space it'll take. The footprint's pretty small, so you can manage to fit Harley Quinn with the rest of the Gotham City Sirens in a Besta, or you can fit Joker and Harley in a Besta, or better yet, Poison Ivy and Harley. So that's pretty cool. So then we put in the body, which goes into the base with one peg, and with the left foot just resting in the base. Next, we have the mallet with the hands. So we just fit it in with the magnets. And it should rest into place easily. Like that. And then I'll go with the regular head. And there she is. So here is Harley Quinn in all her glory. And I have to say she turned out fantastic. First off, the mixed media is an absolute highlight for me. To me, this is the best of what mixed media has to offer, as far as just the perfect marriage of this and the underlying sculpt by Steve Schumacher. I mean, I think Jennifer Johnson did a fantastic job with the fabrication. I love the way it hugs and complements Steve's sculpt. It really hugs her curves. It really highlights all her assets. And yeah, you can see the subtleties in the sculpt as well, like both in the back muscles and the biceps. I know a lot of people swear by fully sculpted statues, and sure, they are really impressive and they are really durable, but there's a sense of realism that's inherent to mixed media. So here are the head sculpts, and going with the regular head. This was sculpted by Steve Schumacher, and I think he did a great job with it. I love the expression. They captured Harley Quinn as a character really well with this head. And yeah, she looks kind of like innocent. There's a childlike innocence to it, yet there's also a psychoticness as far as her eyes go and her shit-eating grin. Yeah, she looks really, really scary, yet playful. And yeah, I think his translation of Archer's designs, it really comes across really well. Sometimes it's hard to translate another artist's vision, but yeah, I think it really comes across. And looking at the back, there's some subtle shading to highlight the folds and creases of the jester mask. And the pom-poms, there's this kind of like bumpy texture to it. So it's really cool. But yeah, this head is probably my favorite head, and it's gonna be the one that's most used. So setting that down, we go with the exclusive head. And I think some collectors weren't really too thrilled with this as far as the scrunchiness of the nose and her eyes. She doesn't look as pretty as maybe she should be. But yet she does look playful. There's a hardness to it, to the expression, yet a playfulness as well. And I really do like this head. And you can see the blush of her cheeks and the gloss of her lips and her pointy tongue. And just looking at it from the back, there's some really cool details to the hair. If there's one flaw with this head, it would probably be the seam. You can see the how the bangs or fringes were glued to the head, and it's really noticeable from the back and the side. But in the front, you can hardly notice it. But yeah, I really do like this head, so much so that I splurged for the exclusive version. And I think Steve did a great job with this as well. And before I wrap up the video, this is Harley with the Joker, and I have to say they look absolutely stunning together. It's like they were made for each other. They really do complement each other really, really well. And yeah, wow. So overall, I'd have to say Sideshow Collectibles hit this statue out of the park. This rendition of Harley Quinn is perfection in my eyes. It's true to the Bruce Timm and Paul Dini version of her. For pros, the base is nice and compact, shows she's versatile and can fit in any DC collection. The real star of this statue is the mixed media aspect to her. It's perfect. It really highlights the underlying sculpt as far as hugging her curves and highlighting the subtle musculature underneath the suit. And as for the head sculpts, Steve Schumacher did a fantastic job on them, bringing out Harley's childlike innocence and her psychotic nature. As for cons, I'd have to say there aren't really many cons to this piece. Maybe for the exclusive head with a gap for her fringes, that might be considered a con. And I think an issue to watch out for is the leaning issue. There have been reports of some collectors reporting that their Harley Quinns are leaning to the mallet side. And I think this has to do more with how the feet are glued together. I think Vince Vale stated that the fabric of the mixed media suit may have been obstructing the joint, hence the glue will loosen over time and you'll get the leaning issue. So that's one issue to watch out for. But for the most part, this premium format has been QC free and there haven't been many reported issues with it. So I guess that's the end of my review, and I want to give a big shout out to Zach for shipping her out to me quick and for it being in great condition. So it's all thanks to you, Zach. I finally have a beautiful Harley Quinn in my collection. So I'm just really, really thrilled right now. With all that said, this is Spanish Heart signing off. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, keep on collecting. Cheers.